Let's go. Cowboy Nation. I hope you got your notification bell on. Let's continue to grind and shine. I got the clock on top. Hopefully we can get it started before that time expires. I'm getting a lot of people saying, hey, the intro is too long. Be patient. Grab your drink. Relax. We building an empire here, right? Shout out to all of the patient warriors out there, right? Salute to Jerry, Wayne, Ashanika, Pookie, and Ray Ray. Let's continue to grind and shine. Let's go. Come on. We still setting up over here. Facebook SWAT up. Appreciate y'all. If you have a problem with the notifications for the situation, subscribe and then unsubscribe. I heard that's a way to be reactive. The rhythm of your heart and soul, the meditations of your mind, spirit. Yeah, come on. Countdown time for your mind. It's at the top left-hand corner. I'm trying to do the best that I can be. Yeah. Come on, nation. The grind for your mind. We almost there. Yeah. My time at 52 seconds. I'm trying. I'm rushing. I'm doing it for the nation, baby. Yeah. It all starts up front, right? We'll just roll with it like that. Come on. Yeah. 29 seconds. Come on, baby. I didn't beat it, but we'll switch it up for you. I'm almost finished though. I promise you guys, patience is a virtue. Rome wasn't built in a day or a night. Let's go. Uh-oh. Come on. Ain't no party like a Law Nation party. Let's grind. Uh-oh. I got it, baby. Yeah. Yeah. It took me about 3 minutes and some change, right? But I did it, baby. I rush to set up. I appreciate you guys. I'm trying, you know. I had so many people hit me up and said the intro is too long. It's too long, you know. And I was like, well, I'm trying to do the best I can. It's a one-man operation. Nevertheless, we are here. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys for your patience, your time. And that's why I always say thank you for your time. Or that's been my time. I really appreciate you for yours, right? Ain't this right, Sally? Ain't this right, Jay Versick? The topic of the conversation of peace. No, I get crazy with it. Ain't no party like a Law Nation party. Ain't no party like a Loud Boy party. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, baby. Law Nation party, baby. Cowboy party all day. Got the 2-for-1s ready. Oh, my goodness. Let me turn that down just a little bit. Psych. When you see me in the cut, just no log on me like this. with the mean face. Come on. Oh my goodness. Y'all don't want to watch a game with me. Shout out to the people that watch the game with their legs folded and they clap after every play. It's just such a boring game to watch. Score, bravo. You know, it's just, you shouldn't be
Cowboys
that way.
Lego Law Nation Yezzy Fiverr.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah. See, it's a party now. See, somebody gonna be like, oh, see, that's still part of the intro. Can you get right to the topic? Bear with me. I know somebody gonna say that, you know. Up, you can get up. Shout out to you, Jay Versick, and shout out to you, Jay. Oh, appreciate you. Turn that
Turn fat-ish up. Ear.
Yeah.
Musical notes.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, JR. Appreciate you, man. And J's. The J's running the world over here, man. I appreciate all of the J's. Rue Glock, man. Y'all listen to what Rue Glock is saying. Jay Versick, if you're live, it's frozen. It's just the haters is playing with you. But it is what it is. Just tell them the music's still going over here, huh? Are y'all live frozen over there? It's lit over here. I'm seeing on the screen that everything is still going. Let me know if you guys can still hear. Let me know if you guys are still here. Yeah, yours buffering rule. Oh, my goodness. Oh. All right, so anybody on the Facebook, what's good with you? Let's talk about the great. I'm taking notes. Appreciate you, Brooks. All right, so while people are filling in, let me pull up this right here. Give me one. Boom. All right, the Cowboys in 2019 yards per play, they was first. And if you're having difficulty seeing that on your screen there, let me see if I can zoom. That's as big as I can get it. Let me see if I can get as big as I can get it right here. The biggest I can get it is right here. Cowboy Nation. Boom. So in 2019, they was first. And in 2020, and this is yards per play. So for those who saying that they are taking notes, Brooks, you can say that in 2019, the Dallas Cowboys yards per play was first. You can take that to the barber shop and you can win any argument with that. And with the 2020, they was ranked 22nd. Let that resonate and let that settle into your mind, heart, and soul. So before we break down the other parts of it, what changed? You had La'el Collins not to play. You also had the big boy Tyron Smith not eligible to play the entire year, of course. And then you had Zach Martin not eligible to play the entire year. Those three guys. Now, when I created this thumbnail, I was trying to figure out how I can put La'el Collins, but Tyron Smith was just too doggone big. I couldn't figure out a way. So I put my helmet right there instead because I didn't feel like, finagling and making things small and big. It was just that those three guys are just too big for the thumbnail clipping. But that resonates real deeply on what we are talking about. So yards per play is a major one because I believe in 2020 that I wanted the Dallas Cowboys to improve on their efficiency level. I wanted them to improve on when they get into the money zone, red zone, green zone, that they will be able to capitalize off of that. We were robbed of it because of injuries. We were robbed of it because of also defenses and these sorts of things was always a horrible booger bear for us, and we were not able to overcome those scenarios and situations. Can't get a good connection. This is CR 101150. Try again, man. Refresh, man. This thing should be liquid smooth right now, Shout out to the 5G network. Y'all hit law up. Give everybody an upgrade. So yards per play means a lot because we was excoriated and sullied and denigrated amongst a lot of teams. Well, against the pundits because we were supposed to be the quote-unquote dinking and dunking type of team. And a lot of times people look at the yards per play, and a chunk of those yards, because we was labeled in a sense, if you look at the first, I'm still on the first column, the yards per play. People say, well, those yards came in garbage time, right? So lo and behold, the Dallas Cowboys, when I used to say this all the time, were the only team to play in garbage time. Nobody else. Only the Dallas Cowboys. And it was just such a horrible, horrible way. I believe who coined that phrase, Dink and Dak, was Colin Cowherd. I believe he coined that phrase. He come up with these quirky little nicknames and it stick for some strange reason. Maybe because he got millions and millions of followers, right? And a lot of people follow his show and they don't really watch the tape or watch the film. And I remember recalling, going back to telling a lot of people like to compare quarterbacks like Dak Prescott ain't no Pat Mahomes. And they fail to say, well, Andy Reid, he ain't no Jason Garrett, right? You can't have two of the same arguments, right? Because on one end, you got one of the most brilliant minds of football, and Andy Reid, who can craft up a play from his whiskers, from his beard, and it will be better than anything we saw out of Scott Linehan / Kellen Moore / Jason Garrett. And I know that Jason Garrett is water under the bridge as 2019. So my thing is, Cowboy Nation, when we try to do the comparison analysis and these sorts of things, it really don't float well, because not all players play under the same system for one, the same coaching for another, and on the same field at the same time. Those are variables that we have to throw out there. So that's one area that I have to put out there. All right, so pass block win rate. Y'all see that? You probably have to zoom all the way in. It says in 2019, the Dallas Cowboys were 11th ranked. In 2020, they were 26th ranked. Pass block win rate. Meaning that if you got a bunch of flies and you got the fly swatter, right? And you're trying to swat the flies. We were 11th and swatting the flies in 2019. But in 2020, we couldn't hit that fly. It was all over us, knocking us off. We eating our oodles and noodles. We eating our ribeye. Shout out to the tomahawk steaks lovers too. And we eating, then all of a sudden a fly get on it. It doesn't matter how pretty and how beautiful and how wonderful the smell of that ribeye or tomahawk steak or mac and cheese or, pecan or pecan, however you want to say it, pie. But if you got the flies on it, it won't do you any good when you can't block the flies. So that's where we were last year, 26. It's bad, ain't it? Hey, Uncle Charles, shout out to you, dog. Appreciate you, man. I got Unc in the house, man. When Unc get in the house, man, let's give him. Yeah, big dog. Appreciate you, Paul. Appreciate you. Boy, we got some dogs up here. We even got Sheila. I see you, love. Appreciate you. Once a fly hit the food, it's over with. Yeah. I know that people would rather for their food they hit the floor, pick it up, 3-second rule, and put it back in their mouth. But when a fly touch it, man, you might as well throw the whole food away. It don't matter. And those flies kept getting on our food. Well, that's just what happened. And the craziest thing of it all is when flies get all over our food, they expect the Cowboy fan base to still eat it. Eat the flies. Eat it, man. Eat it. Y'all the America's team. But when we see the Kansas City Chiefs, flies get all over their food. I'm using an analogy, right? They blame the flies, They don't say, well, hey, let's see if he can get it in garbage time. They say the continuity and the reason why, quote unquote, quarterback is not able to hit the receiver because he got the flies all over his food. Huh? Let me know if y'all ever heard of a better analogy than that one. The flies all over everywhere, but he get an excuse. I know, I get it. That person got a Super Bowl ring, right? But that goes to show you that. Once them flies on that food, it don't taste the same, it don't look the same, and you definitely sure not going to be able to eat the same. That brother was just flying. He was like, man, get the flies off. Oh, my goodness. But he get a pass, though. Let me know if I'm lying. No, let me know. But one thing I can say during this off season, they got some bigger and better fly swatters over there in Kansas City Chief land. They said, well, we're going to make sure them flies don't come back ever again. They got the candles. They got those, was it tiki candles you put around? And you got the zap off, the off spray. They got all of that stuff so that their food can be prepared good. So, yeah, let's see. Let me click over here to the last status. Run, block, win rate. Are you guys able to see that? Run, block, win rate is at the bottom. 2019, the Dallas Cowboys were ranked 5th in 2019, and from 2020, 15th. Run, block, win rate. Now, I had a slew of people to sully and denigrate and cast aspersions on the Ezekiel Elliott. Even I got mad at him sometimes because he wanted to play basketball with the football. I've seen people lament the fact that even Tony Pollard, he's not able to carry the load if he was a full-time running back. But when you look at the run, block, win rate, you can go and take this to your barbershop talk. You can go take this to Pookie and Ray Ashaniqua house, and you can pull up these stats, which are factual evidence, and you will say to yourself and everybody else that's listening, hey, 2020 was a cuss word for us. We were 22nd in yards per pass, or per play, I meant to say, and we were 26th in we were 26th in pass block win rate, and we were also 15th in run block win rate. We had a lot of flies on our food. We had a lot of people saying, hey, eat it. Just eat it anyway. You better eat those double stacked tacos. You better eat that spaghetti that Aunt Shirley just made, regardless of everything. So everything begins up front. And let's listen in to Rain Dakota Prescott on this same topic piece there. And let me know if you guys can hear it.
It's important if you ask me. I mean, from the time that I got drafted here until now, that is this offense was built off of those guys. Those are the three most veteran guys on this team, and that's for a reason. Those guys are walking Pro Bowl guys when they're healthy. You know what I mean? Future Hall of Famers, and just to have those three guys lead the five guys up front. Everything starts with them. The run game, then that allows the pass game to open up. So when you have those guys back, healthy, energized, it's special.
Woo! Mama, there go that man speaking all type of facts again. Rain Dakota Prescott, when you have those three guys, and we're missing one. Can you imagine if Tyler Biadasz wasn't on this team and we still had Travis Frederick? Oh, my goodness. But we all hoping that Tyler Biadasz can fill those shoes. I digress. But when we look into everything what Dak Prescott was able to say, and the words that was coming out of his mouth to y'all ears, those three guys, some of them Hall of Fame. And I think that he talking about Tyron Smith. He could be talking about Zach Martin, too. Both of those guys, Hall of Famers, right? And all they need, of course, you know how validation goes. You know, validation is only good for parking, but you need that hardware in order to get there. So hopefully, if we can get that hardware, these guys will be probably first ballot. First ballot, yeah, charge it to my head, not my heart. If you guys call me crazy. Shout out to you, Sadiq. We appreciate you for jumping in. So that is the nature of that topic.
All right, so Swagoo, other than the quarterback position, do you agree that those three offensive linemen are indeed the most important pieces to the Cowboys' success this season?
It's not even close, Phil. Absolutely they are. I mean, look, this is one of the forgotten things when we talk about how bad the Cowboys were, because we all, look at the Dak Prescott injury. This offensive line was shattered last year as well. It was a bunch of guys starting with no NFL experience, especially trying to go and win division games and playing against teams as good as they had to play with on the defensive side of the football. So listen, the comfortability for Dak. Obviously, Tyron Smith is going to the Hall of Fame. He's going to have a gold jacket. Zach Martin is trending in that direction. And Lyle Collins was renewed and given a contract after coming out of the draft because of the success that he had. These are three Pro Bowl guys. And not to mention, a part of that offensive line is Blake Jarwin, who I think is poised to have a really good season. He was coming on before he suffered an injury. So solidifying up front, giving Dak the opportunity to have time to go downfield, obviously, but also with Zeke. Like, these guys are a zone scheme. They want to get – Zeke is a put his foot in the ground, one-cut running back. That's –
Are you guys understanding what Marcus is talking about? And are you guys familiar with zone scheme blocking or zone blocking in general? Shout out to my dog, Nine Dime, for your mind. Appreciate you, Nine Dime. Are you guys familiar with that? Yeah. Salad said, appreciate your facts, true facts. O-line and Brooks and Hot Boys were back. We're back. You know how I am with that name, Hot Boys. But I feel you, though, Brooks. Appreciate you over there on the Facebook groove. Yeah. Y'all know how I am with that Hot Boys stuff, right? Yeah. Will they do that this year? Will they be still walking around saying Hot Boys? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. But neither here nor there. The conversational piece with before he go into the details of more and more details of Ezekiel, the main man, Elliott. The situation is when you have those boys up front, being able to block, giving you that extra time, that extra release point, a lot of things can happen. All it takes is one play to really take things over. One play, not multiple plays, one play. As Modia says, no Hot Boys. but appreciate you, man. And Brandon, what's good, man? What's good? What's good with the LG situation, left guard situation? Left guard. Connor Williams. I'm going to try to keep it positive as I can, Nine Dime. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Baby, I'm trying. I'm trying. The good news is, I'm going to keep it positive. I'm going to keep it positive. Shout out to my girl Jessica. She's somewhere watching, probably on Rewind, or she might DVR it or demand it. Yeah, that's the way to say it. He had his best year last season. Yeah, let me see if we can cheat right quick. Connor Williams. I hate to use these guys, but we're going to use them. There we go. Oh, that didn't take that long. Oh, nah. Look what you done started. All right. 2020. offensive snaps, second, right? In the on the team, sacks allowed, fourth. Oh no, 4, tied for 11th. So he allowed 4. I can't read today. Y'all charge it to my head. So with that being said, he allowed 4 sacks last season. So he was 11th in the lead. This is Connor Williams. He allowed 4 penalties, which is middle of the road. He was 18th in the league. And he played a lot of snaps. He had 1,146 snaps. Second, they gave him an overall grade of 70.8. And I got to pay for all of the other stuff, right? You got to pay for all of the other stuff. You got to pay for it. Yeah, if I want it. All right, so we're going to go to 2019. But we can go back. How about that? Sacks allowed. I don't know. He was tied for 55th. I don't know how that number system works, but he only gave up 1. Y'all let me know if I'm off on that. I don't know how that goes or what have you. I guess it's predicated upon how many snaps you played or something like that. But it's Connor Williams. All right, guard, 52. But his overall score was a 60. But like I said, if you go into, did he play 2018? Yeah, 18, he was 60. Yeah, he was a rookie that year. He didn't have that many. He gave up 5. He allowed 5 sacks. So it's improving. He's actually improving every year, right? All right, so we go back to 2020. We go look into this. That's in the green category. You know what? When the season kick off, I'll pay for this pro football stuff so I can get every snaps and then get all of this other stuff that they do. Because I still do my own homework. We still pull up our own all 22 and we do our own investigation for the nation, right? So my thing is with Connor Williams, for the people that's watching in the chat, if you got a thumbs, no, let's see. I want to do something special for him. If you believe that Connor Williams is the weak link on this front 5 as it relates to the offensive line, if you believe that he's the weak link, in the chat, put in WL if you believe that he's a weak link. If he's the weak link, because the way I look at this offensive line, I'm looking at Tyron Smith. I'm looking at Connor Williams, Tyler Biadasz, Zach Martin, and La'el Collins. Willie Johnson believed that he's a weak link. Trey believed that he's the weakest link. Because out of all of those other guys, who do you believe that will have a worse season than he will, right? You know? But if you believe that he's not the weak link, just put 52 in the chat. You know, just put 52. I don't think you can use hashtags because they'll block it, what have you. But you can just put 52 in chat. Marcus B said Tyler is. Ooh, Tyler. I don't know if they got Tyler Biadasz up in here. I can't spell it. Tyler Biadasz. Let me see if they got him in here. Yeah, it is bad. He only played 437 snaps, though. I'm going to go pay for this pro football thing so we can get all of the good stuff. We'll do that in the future. 5-2, okay.
When he's at his best. It's not the dancing around, not trying to make people miss in the backfield. And these are the guys that you have to have back. And with this understanding of how Kellen Moore wants to run offense in order to have success, they are no doubt the most important part of this offense.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with Marcus and Dak. I mean, aside from the quarterback, on offense, it is the offensive line, in particular because of the lack of depth behind them. This is an incredibly stacked wide receiver group. I think the most stacked trio in the NFL.
There you go.
Marcus is right about Blake Jarwin, but Dalton Schultz showed he could play as well. Even Ezekiel Elliott has Tony Pollard behind him, who I think is an incredibly talented running back. But on offensive line, if you lose one of these players, these tackles, like you did last year, they're in trouble. So they need.
Let me stop her right quick. I don't believe that the Cowboys are in that much of a trouble if you lose one of the ancillary pieces. I do like the ball kid, I think that he will be able to settle in, and I think that he's a good insurance piece. He's not Tyron Smith. He's not La'el Collins. But I do believe that he's better than a Terrence Steele. You can't just say Terrence Steele. You got to say Terrence Steele, right? He's better than him, right? Brandon Knight, he did a serviceable job. But we got a dude, man. Let me just give him one of these. Woo! Hey, Mansion, man, get your dog, man. Manny, get your dog. Get your dog, man. Sally, get your dog. Y'all got your dogs out there. I do believe that Connor McGovern, is that dude. I like Connor. I like Connor McGovern. I think that he plays with a nastiness. I think that he plays with a level of when he stepped up and showed up and he was called, his number was called. I think he did a good job. Let me see if they did any research on him, McGovern. Let's see what they got over here. Let's see. Out of 969, he gave up 6 sacks. He's number 1 in the NFL. I got to do some film review on that. But he's 62 grade overall. I wonder how you get 62. He gave up 6 sacks. I wonder how that happened. Oh my God. I trust, but how he got, hey, wait a minute, this must be it's a different Connor McGovern. How many Connor, I'm about to say, I said, I know that how'd he give up 6? Who Connor McGovern this is? Can we get him on our team? He's 72. All right, so, okay. Because I don't remember Connor. How many Connor McGoverns? Oh, I got to go down 1. Okay, that's a little bit better. Because I didn't think he gave up 6 sacks. Okay. See how they so I guess he got a common name. I didn't know that there was 2 Connors, right? McGoverns. And they both play the same position. How odd is that? It's like 2 Ezekiel Elliott's running the football. All right, so he was 61.7 overall. I wish I can get into this stuff right here. Looking at their grading systems. Oh, my goodness. He only gave up 1 penalty, but he only played 606 snaps, so it's not enough to qualify for anything. That's the Broncos, Connor. This is from Mendoza. Appreciate you. Akeem says Lau Biatis is still unproven. Yeah, I mean, would you rather have Biatis or Joe Looney? Y'all put that in the comment box. Niseki is admirable, but better than Cam Irvin. Yeah. I like McGovern. Sally Lawyer says that. Oh yeah. I think that when Connor came in, our Connor McGovern, not the Jets or the Broncos Connor McGovern, he came in with a little moxie. He came in with a little feisty, Nelson says Looney right now. Manny says Looney. Oh, Anthony, I'm sorry, says Joe. Okay, how many more? Shout out to you, Brian Manning. You kidding to Peyton Manning, Eli, and their nephew. I heard that their nephew, he's throwing that ball already. 60 yards down the field, 70 and 80. Peyton Manning nephew is throwing the hell out of that ball. Tyler Looney get called for holding a lot. This is Jay Versick. Yeah. Tyler B, Darrell Wiggins. So we kind of like, oh my goodness, we kind of like 50-50 in the road, you know. And 2018, Joe Looney was good, right? 2018, let's be real. But his only problem is when that strike got on him, you know, that LA Rams game, he couldn't push nothing back. And I was like, dang, man. He did good against that Saints game in 2018 when they pulled him and he was out there running free and he was looking for stuff to knock over. You bring Joe Looney back, you bring him back as a fullback. I see Joe Looney get a lot of love over here. I need to do a film session on Joe Looney. Thank you for tuning in to the Law Nation Film Session as we take a deeper look at Joe Looney. Devontae said, I'm taking Joe Looney. But if you take Joe Looney, then Tyler would never be able to grow. That's the problem is with front fives. And, of course, when you're talking about getting into your manhood as it relates to playing at football level, moving from college to the pros, there is a growing pain scenario that I always talk about. But year one is over with now. It's time to throw him out there. Is that Remedy? Says fullback laughing out loud. Man, he could be. That's where we get the name Jumbo Joe. Joe Looney will put that helmet on and just be a lead blocker. I bet you Ezekiel Elliott can find a hole after he done demolish it, right? Joe Looney. Shout out to you, Cedric. Appreciate you. Yeah. All right, so let's listen to more what they got to say.
Need healthy seasons from Smith, Collins, Martin, and they haven't had that in a while from everyone. So I think, you know, that's probably the one area on this offense I'd be a little bit anxious about going into the season.
Yeah, so I've got her name. I think her name is Mia, and I can't say her last name. It's just the tip of my tongue, but they don't have her name listed here. Mia was saying that basically that her reservation, and somebody, if y'all know her name, I want to give her credit. Just post her name in the chat so I can say it. Mia, I think that's her name. I think that we did a little bit. We okay. And then we drafted a guy named Farnock, right? Matt, too. Not saying that he's a world beater out there. Mina, not Mia. Mina Kimes. I like that. Mina Kimes. Yeah, Mina Kimes. As Smodia says, sorry, Law. Sorry, Looney. That ship done sail, basically. Crazy story about Looney. His wife ended up making a serious statement about him abusing his wife. She didn't specify the verbal or physical. That got to be her just mad that he ate tacos at somebody else's house and he said that he loved their tacos better. Because when you meet Joe Looney, he's Jolly Jumbo, Joe Looney, but can't judge a book by its cover. People do crazy things after dark and behind closed doors. But Joe Looney, we used to have Cowboys experience events, and he would be out there with him and have a joyous time. We asked him to dance, he'll go dance. If we asked him to rap, he'll go rap, sing, and he always stayed extra, signing autographs and spending time. It was always there. And he got a brother that played in the league too. So I doubted that he would put his hands on his wife, but we never know. Kimes, Mina Kimes. I never heard of that. So, Jay Farm, appreciate you, man. Thank you for holding it down. Yeah, Jay Versick, Mina Kimes, rhyme with dimes. Yeah, she got a cold-blooded name. Yeah, so Marcos, I know you said kind of crazy story that you heard, but if you can verify that story, let me know, man. Hit me up, DM me, shoot me a message, because I'm not bragging or anything. I got Joe Looney's number in my phone, so I would like to know, if that's even possible of him putting his hands on his lady. I'm gonna delete his number out of my phone.
When I think about Dak's rookie season, and really when Zeke broke out as well, I think about the offensive line being the best in the NFL. So that makes sense. But I would add, don't forget about Zeke as being potentially the most important piece of this puzzle outside of Dak. It's not to take away from the offensive line, but he can make things easier as well. He can create the type of balance that Dak will need to at least allow this offense to be multi-dimensional. So, look, I totally think that the offensive line needs to make some magic for Zeke, but let's not forget that Zeke is a highly paid running back that this team has invested in because they believe that he also makes everybody better. So he has to do his part to also make this offensive line's job a little bit easier as well.
All right, Marcus, if we zoom out just for a second and include the question, or make it not just the players, but people in the Dallas organization, who is the most important person for the Cowboys' success this season?
Dak.
Dan Quinn. And
let me rewind. Maybe I was talking over him. Let me rewind a little bit.
Players, but people in the Dallas organization.
Make this offensive line's job a little bit easier as well.
All right, Marcus, if we zoom out just for a second and include the question, or make it not just the players, but people in the Dallas organization, who is the most important person to the Cowboys' success this season?
Dan Quinn. And I don't think it's close. And we all know for what reasons. Because if this defense can be formidable, I'm not talking about making a drastic improvement and being top 5, top 10 in the league. But if this defense can hover around 15, 16, and that offense is rolling like we expect it to be, this team should win this division. And this is the part for me that really makes Dan Quinn the most important. Put defensive players out there that understand what the hell they doing. We talk about the ability and the athleticism of these guys.
Farley.
The one thing as a defensive player looking at film of the Cowboys, there was so much confusion, so much not knowing what the hell to do, not knowing where to line up, not understanding what type of scheme they were playing in, let alone guys not being the right type of players to fit the scheme that Mike Nolan was trying to run. So Dan Quinn has to fix all of those things from a schematic standpoint to allow those guys physical ability and talent to show.
All right, so let me retort. Shout out to Marcus Spears. He wore number 96, or did he wear number 97 when he was here? Pop quiz, right? Marcus Spears. And then he wanted to draft. Look, didn't Parcells wanted to draft him over DeMarcus Ware? Y'all let me know that too, Oh, my gosh. Jay Versick, what's good with you? Come on, AI. Yeah, come on, AI. Yeah. Come on, AI. Spit that out. Where she at? She late. I'm going to wait till she spit that out. Come on, girl. Come on. Where you at? Watch, as soon as I start talking, she going to start saying. Okay, let's talk about Marcus.
Mother plug to the boys. I know you got Doc and Jerry Wine Jones and Yoni Dollar Tree Jones number 2.
Oh, my goodness. I only met Dak Prescott about 4, maybe 5 times. Jerry Wine Jones, I don't have his number, but if I did, boy, he'd probably I'm going to delete this guy, Law Nation number, out of my phone because he talking about me too much. But, yeah, John Dollar Tree Jones, that John Stephen Jones, yeah. If I had his number, man, oh my goodness. My dog Computer got his number though. He called him up one time. So, and I was like, wow, you got the pretty much the president. I don't even call him vice president. You got the president, the man in charge, John Stephen Jones' number. And I don't have their numbers though. But shout out to Dak Prescott though. Dak Prescott got a certain glow about him, and I don't know. Let me tell y'all a quick story about Dak Prescott. If you get a chance to go to the Oxnard, and now I do know that this was pre, the pandemic or what have you, he would literally, if you were standing toward the gate, and they allow some. Of course, you got VIP passes. You get the chance and opportunity to be at the gate. But when they blow the final horn, they allow everybody to get up close to the gate. Dak will literally shake everybody's hand at training camp at Oxnard and listen to what they have to say. And I would say, man, none of his detractors, if you had a negative word to say about Dak Prescott, It's gone because he got this certain glow about himself. And while all of the other players are running off the field to get their treatment or running off the field to go talk to media, Dak sit his butt up there. You know, he's sweating. He was sweating with his towel and everything, going and shaking everybody's hand. No big eyes, no little O's. And I sit there and say, no big O's or little eyes, however that saying go. But this brother right here, that goes a long way. That goes a long way. And it's a few other players that did it. I think Old Reliable used to do it, Jason Witten, and I want to say Dan Bailey used to do it as well. But some of those players, they get out of there scooting. As soon as that horn sound off, they gone. They're running. They be like, yeah, man, good, man. God bless you, man. I'm gone, you know. But Dak would literally, and especially if you're a kid, and like y'all going out there to training camp in Oxnard, if you're a little kid or what have you, you just get up there, he would sign. You know, I see how parents would do that too. They'll use their kids, to get up close because he will sit there and wait. Shout out to you, Ty. Oh, yeah, I see you in Oxnard.
See you in Oxnard.
Yeah, appreciate you, Todd. Appreciate you. I'll see you there as well, if Lord willing. I doubt it. According to the NFL rulings, I doubt it if they will allow Dak Prescott to do that now. Was it Rich Dalrymple? You know, whatever his name is. He gonna be like, no, got to keep moving. Enough. And when he used to, Rich used to say, all right, y'all time to go. Or whoever the person that blow the horn, Dak be like, nah, I'm sitting here and I'm giving everybody an autograph, everybody an opportunity to see me, the quarterback. And it's just such a beautiful scenario and situation. Yeah, Jay Versus said when he's sweating, he's usually winning. Let me see. I got Marvin. What's good with you, man? He says Bill Parcells wanted Sean Merriman over DeMarcus Ware, not Marcus Spears. Appreciate you, man. I'm gonna give you. Yeah. Marvin Jones. Appreciate you, man. You related to Jerry? If so, please tell Jerry, man, open up that wallet. Send me some Cash App. The stuff is strolling on the bottom of the screen there. But let's go.
Marcus, you nailed it. This defense doesn't need to be good. They just need to be not terrible. Like, that's where I'm setting the bar, yes. Not a tire fire, because the offense is so good. And a tire fire is what they were last season. And you're spot on about Quinn. If I had to pick a player that I think the success of this unit could hinge on, I'm going to go with Trevon Diggs, the cornerback, because this secondary is very, very young. And they did not invest heavily in it in free agency. They didn't really have any money to do so. But it's a secondary that struggled a great deal last season on passes of 15 yards or more. They ranked 31st in opponent passer rating. And Diggs, who was a rookie last year, he got cooked early on, but he got better as the season went on. I thought his performances near the end of the year were really promising. And I think he's a better schematic fit with what Dan Quinn does with that cover three. He's also like the old man in the group now. Like, he is should be cornerback one. And if he can take another step forward, he can stabilize a group of players that really need some stability.
You know what? She's brilliant. She watched some tape. And I'm quite sure they had a production meeting. They went over and say, you pick the defensive coordinator, you pick one of the players from the defensive coordinator, and somebody got to pick Dak. I think that somebody's going to pick Dak. If not, then who else they going to pick? Well, maybe the head coach. I don't know. But she is on money with the honest assessment with Trevon Diggs. She's on the money. Trevon Diggs started off real rocky. It started off real rocky because I'd had a lot of hate mail because y'all know I love DBs, and I was sitting there like, yeah, that's my dog. So it started off real rocky with him, and I had to defend the guy. And I was telling a lot of people, even after the injury, what have you, I said, I really want him to come back out to play. And he did just that. He came back out and played because those snaps are valuable. Understanding the release points, understanding the release off the LOS from the wide receiver's perspective, versus a defensive back. He got to understand the keys, and especially let it be one of those divisional games. He got to be out there on the field to pick up the tendencies, to pick up what they like to do and what they don't like to do, and just understanding the game, the flow of the game. And I would surely hate for him to just, I'm injured, let me just rest for the next season. I'm glad that he was able to come back out there to play. Let me see, I think I got his stat line over here up already. Dallas Cowboys player. Here we go. He had 3 of them. Let me see if I can click on his profile. Yeah, see, 3 of them. You guys can see that. Let me know. 1 forced fumble, 49, tied for 116th place in tackles and solo tackles. He's 22 years of age. Man, he was born in 98. Shout out to all of the 98 Oldsmobiles out there, drivers. If you got one of those 98 Cutlasses or 98 Oldsmobiles, let me know. 14 pass downs, pass bat downs, basically, pass breakups, basically. And that's tied for 8th. So he keep that number good. He may be on to something. Okay, so he did a serviceable job. 58 total tackles, you know. He had a sack. I don't know why they didn't put that up, but he had a sack. Okay, I can draw up a film session. I can do the sack. This is what I'm gonna do for my dog Diggs. And I ain't talking about his brother. We're gonna do a film review on him. We're gonna showcase the 1 sack, the 1 forced fumble, and we're gonna do the 3 interceptions, and we're gonna do a projection for next season. How about that on Diggs? Yeah. Let's see what we have here. Metcalf walked into the end zone. Diggs got there eventually. 3 interceptions versus Philly. That's your tracker. Yeah, laughing out loud. Was that play?
Look forward to your professional / entertaining coverage of the Cowboys out in Oxnard.
Appreciate you, Asmodeus. Appreciate you. And we're going to use all of that. So when we get there, oh, yeah, all of that stuff, man. We got some things planned all the way out. And shout out to my dog, Shango. Ooh, we got some things, boy. Woo! Yeah. I told Shango these are the days I'll be out there in your backyard. And he's like, okay, cool. I can't wait to have you out there in California. And, you know, when I retire, I'm going to move out to Cali, man. I love Dallas. I love Mississippi. I love Dallas. But I need to love some good old California, man. I can't wait to get out there, man. Maybe when I get in my 50s, you know. I'm going to Cali. I'm going to live there, man. California is nice. It's just expensive, man. If you live in Cali, let me know. Put CA in the chat box, man. Is that the abbreviation for Cali? You know, if you're in Cali, it don't matter what part. Let me know if you're in Cali. If you just put CA in the chat, you know, and because Mississippi is a whole lot less living in Mississippi than Texas. And I managed to live in Texas for these amount of years. So from Texas to Cali, here I come.
Last word, Swagoo.
Swagoo.
Yeah, I also think 1.2, and we'll get into this as the season goes along. I think Jalen Smith moving.
Everybody on.
They cut it off. Oh, my goodness. Let me see. They cut him off. Oh, my God. They cut him off. I don't have the rest of it. I don't know. So, dang, I'm going to have to find that episode. Inglewood is all good. Shout out to you. Oh, we got some Cali love over here, baby. The episode that I was able to pull this from is right here. Yeah, that's the episode. Oh, my gosh. And you guys feel free to follow that particular person's channel. And I'm going to have to find out how I'm going to find access to the full episode. It's already chopped up. Oh, my goodness. I don't know what Marcus Spears said at the end, but he was saying that finally something with Jalen Smith moving, and I don't know whether or not the rest of that music is copyrighted, so I just clicked off of it because I can't play the rest of that music there. Nevertheless, Justin. Oh my goodness, y'all be doing some stuff over there in Cali, huh? Justin said,
Smoke weed every day.
you better be careful out there, man. LA. You pay to play, baby. Just that. I feel you, man. Shout out to the Cali streets over there, CA and LA and all of those people that's out there in that way. And I see San Diego. Shout out to San Diego. Shout out to you, Law. Ashaniqua, Pookie, and Ray Ray. Hey. Yeah. Yeah, we lit over here with Pookie and Ray Ray. Yeah. And let me give you one of these. Yeah. Shout out to everybody that's watched this particular episode. So when we go into the details of, here we go.
Shout out Law Ishanika Pookie Ray, dog, rugby football.
She said it, baby. It's so funny when she said. Say it again.
Shout out Law Ishanika Pookie Ray, dog, rugby football.
Yes, somebody gonna name that kid Ashaniqua Pookie and Ray Ray. You said what's your name? Ashaniqua Pookie, Ray Ray Thomas. You know they're gonna be like a common last name. Oh my goodness, they're gonna be like, man, we're gonna put that on a t-shirt and everything. It's gonna be. Let me just play it one more time.
Shout out Law Ishanika Pookie Ray, dog, rugby football.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. And then she don't put the Pookie. She said Pook. Let's listen to it one more time.
Shout out Law Ishanika Pookie Ray, dog, rugby football.
Oh my goodness. You know, Alex, every time I do that, they charge you $2. Don't you know that? I'm just joking with you. Alex is like, oh no, I ain't gonna give this man no more donation. Oh my goodness. San Diego is the best spot in Cali. I'm selling my house if you're looking for to buy. You, not San Diego. It's higher than giraffe. You know what? I ain't finna stay out there. Not right about now. And then when I turn about 50, when I get into my 60s, oh my goodness, that house is gonna be north of $1 million, man. No matter where you at in San Diego, you know. And now if you on the outskirts like El Cajon, or you out there in the areas where on the outskirts of San Diego and all those locations, then they hit me up. I holler, you know. Oh my goodness. DDK, what's good with you, fam? Oh my goodness, man, it's so crazy. Yeah. So none of those guys mentioned Dak Prescott. That was the craziest thing. Maybe those guys in the production meeting, the other guy was a third guy on there. Maybe when they went back to him, he was going to say Dak Prescott, and he was going to go into more details of Dak Prescott. But I believe that this team goes as far as Dak Prescott is able to stay upright and be on this team to get us that hardware for this year. Now, when we think about Ezekiel Elliott and what he brings to the table, I believe that less is more with Ezekiel Elliott. We did an episode, Alex. You did it again. Alex, I can't wait for. Come on, AI. Where you at, lady? Go ahead and spit it out. Let me see what she gonna say. By the time I move on, what she gonna start saying? Where you at, girl? Come on. See, she playing coy. See, I done talked to her too much, and now she don't want to talk. I'm gonna wait. Come on, lady. There she go.
Shout out Law Ishanika Pookie Ray Ishanika, embarrassed smiley face.
Yeah, I was talking about less is more with Ezekiel Elliott. We did an episode, and we will have the final word tomorrow. Me, Boss Cowboy, the OC, Big Game James, everything else remained the same. We will be talking about, I guess we will get into more details on the defensive side of the coin, as well as we'll freestyle a lot of stuff. And I love freestyling our conversation because that's how you get everything raw and authentic. And I think we'll have a special guest on tomorrow. So you guys stay tuned to that episode. It's 8 o'clock Central Texas time, and we will get into more details of that. But when you look at your screen, Akeem says ghetto names. No, Akeem. Those are not ghetto names. Those are fortunate names. Ashaniqua could be the next president of the United States of America. President Ashaniqua. Nevertheless, I believe that less is more with Ezekiel Elliott. Less is more because I really want Tony P to set that thing all the way off, because I believe in the hearts of hearts, if you have Tony Pollard out there mixed in with Ezekiel Elliott, you will get an unbelievable great mixture of forcing the opposition to say, oh, Lord, they line up in 20 personnel. Who do that? You got 2 running backs in the backfield. Oh, and on top of that, you got the ability. To roll one out into the flats, make it a wheel route. You got all of those chances and opportunities. Look at that, Tony. Is it Tony Pollard? Is Ezekiel Elliott? Oh, my goodness. It's Zeke. So we want to have those possibilities. We want to be able to utilize this Ezekiel Elliott burst and people diving on the grass. Yeah. And I believe they can get to this shape. They can get to this tenacity. They can get to this form. If one, go back to what we talked about earlier with the rankings, as far as the offensive line, being able to block, being able to get there, being able to keep everything out of the way, creating that pathway. Look at that. Yeah, we love it. I think that you can get all of that. That Tony Pollard, boy, this cannon jumped out of there, burst out of there. That boy, and he's better than that now. He's bigger, stronger, and faster than that now. That's Tony P. Watch. Get out of me. Get off me. And turn those burners on. I believe if this kid is able to operate within those confines and we got everything there going into the right directions, this team can be a whole lot better than what we seen last season. And the only way this happened, if you remove the mindset of Ezekiel Elliott being an every down back. I believe he can be an every down back, but he don't have to be that guy anymore. He does not need to be that guy anymore. You got to split those. You got to split those things. Give some touches to Tony Pollard. He one guy miss. Whoop! No one circles the wagon. And then you got your battering ram with Ezekiel Elliott. You got to figure out a way, Cowboy Nation, Kellen Moore, to utilize your weapons. Utilize both of these guys. I believe if they are able, well, if he is able, Kellen Moore is going into his 3rd year, craft up, draw up, build up, formulate, assimilate, design, and demonstrate a great game plan of running the rock with both of these guys, man. But it starts with Kellen Moore drafting and drawing up plays and crafting up the ability to showcase this talent. That is what need to happen. I'm not saying you give Tony Pollard the ball in the 4th quarter and expecting something to happen. No, you got to get him started early. You got to get that boy rocking and rolling early. And I believe that will showcase a better output, collectively speaking, if you are able to demonstrate those type of things, Cowboy Nation. That's all Law is saying. And if when you get into the red zone, money zone, green zone, if you want to use Ezekiel Elliott as that battering ram, you can do that. But the biggest problem of this all starts off with Jerry Wayne Jones. Is that Tony P? That voice so quick. Watch how he squeezed through that hole there. How's that? Put the ball in the belly of the running back. Get off of me. Touchdown. Okay, against the Washington team. Get in there. Yeah. So you got to be able to utilize both backs. You do. And that will formulate the plan to be in that dynamic guy that you can utilize these guys in so much in a weaponry type of format. You can. And I think that in order for this to happen, the Dallas Cowboys got to go back into that playbook, go right to Kellen Moore, craft up, draw up, design, build, and all of those other words that I utilize, and get this guy the opportunity to draw plays. And I got thousands of clips of this. This is just a Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott mix all together. I got a whole 2-hour clip of this. You know, we can go on and on talking about, hey, how this thing can operate and work. You see it, Cowboy Nation. You do. Yeah. Shout out to everybody that's watching right now. What's up, everybody? Appreciate y'all. Yeah. Made one guy taste the grass. You know how the grass tastes. Oh, all our bliss, no worry. We'll find a hole, see the hole, hit the hole. And that was a lead block by number 49. I like that one. Yeah, well, I think, did I get a chance to see this on the opposite view? Yeah, watch this. Motion. Down the hut. Oh, yeah, he ain't even hit nobody, 49. That's why he ain't on the team no more. Ezekiel Elliott had to do that by himself. Dak Prescott roll out. Hey, get out of my way. That's New Orleans Saints. That's Ezekiel Elliott. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. You just got to craft up some things for him. Get out of my way. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. That was Zach Martin with that block on the seal on the side there. Yeah. That is right, Alan. Appreciate you. Man. Appreciate you, Alan. Appreciate you for the donation to help elevate the nation. Wiggle, find a hole, make a person miss. And Ezekiel Elliott is smaller than that right now. Watch now this play right here, watch how he's going to roll over somebody. Get off me. Watch this. Get out of the way. Yeah, that block right there. That was Noah Brown. I wish I could rewind. I can't rewind. Y'all go back. Y'all got the ability to rewind. Watch how Noah Brown, he killed somebody on that block. Yeah. Yeah, you can utilize this. All what I'm showing you guys is that you can utilize the dual threat, both running backs, but you don't have to put all of the food on Ezekiel Elliott's plate now. Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to put it all on Ezekiel. Get off me. Go cry a river, Eagles. Yeah. Shoot right through there, and this is against the Jacksonville. And then make somebody pay at the end. Who that he made pay at the end? You gonna come around? Don't try to get out of my way, number 20, such and such 3. Look at that block downfield. Get in the way. That's what I'm talking about. Get in the way. Is that your boy Looney? Or that Looney? 73, watch he pull. Yeah, get him out in space. Get him out in space. Look at number 73. Yeah. That's why y'all want Looney back, right? That aggressive tone and tenacity. I think Tyler Biadasz can pull as well and get up there and find some trash to run into. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. was against the old Carolina Panthers. I thought, oh yeah, this is the one he flips around on the edge there. Yeah. Watch how he flip in there. Jump. That's good play. Good play. That's the end of that one. So I believe that number, 1,465 for Ezekiel Elliott, you split it because they said total yards, but you want to split that. You want to split it. You want to split it with Tony Pollard. I think that will endure a long battle ways for the team, and you can go a little bit farther with that. Yeah. If we had Coop, we would have beat the Carolina. Yeah, that was a crazy game there. That was a crazy game there. That was let me see where no. Here we go, bam. Yeah. That was a crazy game there. Here we go. Bear with me. Here we go. Yeah, that was a crazy game there. Oh, my logo. Y'all check out Law Nation. Yeah. Yeah, so that was a crazy game, that Carolina's game. I always thought that we should have won and we should have beat the Carolina Panthers that game, but it got all of those games normally goes all the way down to the last play, and it's one of those situations whereas if you don't execute properly, if you don't plan ahead properly, you lose. And the Cowboys that year didn't have a legitimate wide receiver that can step it up. And Carolina, they smell blood in the water. So they were sitting there like, man, these wide receivers, man, we ain't worried about such and such and such and such. They loaded the box. They man-to-man everybody on the outside and said, come on, you going to beat me with whoever they had on the outside? It wasn't going to work that year. It wasn't going to work. So I believe that the Dallas Cowboys are in better situation and scenario. Shout out to you, Mark. Appreciate you. He says, aloha, brother. Appreciate you for jumping in. T-Dubs, what's good with you? I remember that. I having friends that are Panther fans, and I live in the NC, and they talk so much trash. Yeah. The Panthers, man, I'm still mad at the Panthers for losing that Super Bowl against the Broncos, you know. That was a story of a different day. But they didn't really play that well in that game. But it is what it is. Shout out to you, Jay Lombardi. Appreciate you for jumping in. I hate facing the Panthers in 2015. Yeah, that was a But everything we saw of Luke Kuechly is what we envision and dream of out of Jabril Cox, right? So many people want to move Jabril Cox to that safety role, but I want Jabril Cox to stay and remain and develop as that linebacker, because taking away the middle of the field, isolating, and you don't got no hook to pass the ball in, shoot, that is more dangerous than having that safety who 9 times out of 10, if he's playing on the roof, he's allowing everything to come to him, and if he's inside the box, he's predicated or dictated to one side of the field. But when you are that linebacker, you got more coverage ability and responsibilities as it relates to that middle. And if your other guys can be, doing their job, then I think that would be a better suit for Jabril Cox. Let him be the most dynamic linebacker as it relates to coverage ability. And then you got your lunch pin out of a Parson. So that, to me, will be more dangerous than him playing a safety responsibility. And you still got somebody like you can throw in number 6 now, Donovan Wilson, to play that strong, and he can be that dynamic guy that can do whatever you want Jabril Cox to do. And you can have the guy still on top of the roof as it relates to KZ. That's a good scenario for me or for the Cowboys. Jay Form, what's good, man? I just rewatched your Luke Kuechly film session from 2 years ago. Luke is different. Yeah. He had 2 pick sixes, right? And I promise you, Tony didn't see him. What's Luke Kuechly's number? I forgot. Is it 59 or 57? Whatever number he was, I bet you. Tony didn't see him. And then on one of them, he gave Tony the stiff for him. I was like, oh Lord, But that was a game that you envision. You want your linebackers to play like, right? Shout out to you, Davis. What's good with you? Natchez in the house, NTZ 39120, baby. What's good? Appreciate you for jumping in. Yeah, T 59. He made that number popular over there, right? I bet you they didn't give out another number 59 over there in Carolina yet, So shout out to him, man. 59. And of course, Luke Kuechly versus the Sean Lee. He is Sean Lee if Sean Lee never got hurt, right? If Sean Lee never got hurt, he would have been our Luke Kuechly, Sean Lee had 14 interceptions in his career. The majority of those interceptions came when he was healthy, that joker. And you would never believe that Sean Lee ran a 4.72 in a 40, right? But his sideline-to-sideline speed is just so, and his cognitive and cerebral and understanding of the game. So that's why when you look at Sean Lee and you say his athleticism, if you were to put just his brain into LVE and take away the injuries, ooh, you got a monster over there. You got you. Just saying. Jay Form said he had 2 pick sixes and an interception. He muffed Romo right in the face. Romo threw for first on for that first on 58 seconds into the game. Oh, he threw the first one in 58 seconds into the game. Yeah, they did a lot of disguised looks. So the same looks that the Carolina Panthers are showing and displaying in that 2015 game, we would see those similar looks out of the 2021 Washington team. And they got a guy that I think he can roam. He can find the space in the ball in the air, and his name is Jamin Davis. Yeah, hour and 15 minutes long. Appreciate you, man. Ask Motors out. Just about to ask how long I've been live. Oh, I've been live. I'm 15 minutes over, baby. Let's do this. Y'all pick a topic, and I'm going to talk about it, and that'll be the final topic. I'm going to let you guys throw out the topic while the music play. Yeah. Come on, where the music at? There we go. No, here we go. Y'all pick a topic for the nation. Yeah. There we go. Appreciate you, Manning. Yeah, let's go, baby. Okay, David says, okay, yeah, and I could have stayed to the topic that was on the title then, right? O-line and D-line. All right, so I did talk heavy on the offensive line. Let's talk a little bit about the defense, the defensive line. If you guys were able to see my film assessment on Big Bo. Big Bo is a big guy, and he should be the stabilizer. Not neutralizer, but a stabilizer, Let me see if I can put his stuff up here right quick. The Dallas Cowboys been looking for a run stuffer, a player that can fit right in. Yeah. Big Bo. Y'all see him, man. My thing is, when you got somebody he used to be 360 pounds, he got all the way down to 327 pounds. And my thing is with Big Bo, when you are the nose tackle or the defensive tackle or interior defensive lineman, you're not going to get a lot of recognition. It's not a sexy position, by the way. It's not the lingerie piece. No. But what he do is he calls attention. You saw how I can't rewind, but you guys can understand. The clip should play again. When you require 2, that means your edge is going to eat. Bo is pretty much, Big Bo is in a good spot for the Dallas Cowboys. Why? Look how he calls that. That's a holding right there. Bo is in a good positioning because of the fact that he's coming in as a rotational guy. Brent Urban should be that starter, and he'll come in late third, fourth quarter, and that front 5 should be already wore down. So you mean to tell me you're going to have a reinforcer to come in that's 330 pounds? He should be stronger, and he's going to steal the man too, and that's going to be either D-Law or Randy coming off of that edge right there. Look at the arrow. Yeah, this requires 2 to stop and slow this kid down. Look at him inside the middle, pushing the pocket back. Now, you will see that the quarterback gets off of his marker. Somebody corrected me and said, yeah, the edge guy caused him to move up. But what I want you guys to just pay attention to is that interior. Let me run this beat back. Let me play this one right here then. Yeah, let me play this one. And he steps up. He's not able to step up fully through his throw because the area that he wanted to step up in, Big Bolden already pushed his man, backwards. Look at that running lane right here. Seal off. You talking about a Ziploc bag, baby. And on this Ziploc bag, I ain't talking about that other one. I ain't talking about that one. No. So you want, see that line, that imaginary line goes all the way around the world. You want to suppress, you want to squeeze all of that off. Yeah. Help the linebackers eat. This is from Trey. Yes. Yeah. And when you do that and have the ability to do that, and I don't know what Boss Man Fab was doing on this one. He got to keep his head cool when he get to the pros. Well, when he's already to the pros, he got to keep his head. They'll toss him out of the game. You can't hit a quarterback after the play is done. Shout out to you, Wilson Jr. Appreciate you, Danny. So that running lane is impossible to run on when you got a space eater. That's what you want. You want somebody that can clog, secure that space, shut down that alleyway in that lane. And then what do you know? I think it was either Jamin Davis who knocked the ball out of one of the linebackers there. Pay attention to this play. This is the fourth quarter. Offensive lineman, tied boss. And he sees that he whiffs on that block right there. So what smart people do? Give him the same thing until they're able to beat it. Give him the same thing. He sees it. Yeah, the running back shot through the opposite gap there. There's two A gaps. Got double A gap inside the middle there. Running back is able to squeeze. I think he shoot through the B gap there, but he destroys his gap guy and still gets over there into the upper edge there. Yeah. So he able to do that. Yeah. So watch. He gets off his release real quickly. They don't want to block him anymore. They don't. So now he sees that. This is in the fourth quarter, baby. Offensive line said, Coach, I'm tired, man. He 300. At the time, he probably 340 at that time. But he 330. He going to lean on you. Watch how he just destroyed this guy. Get off me. That's stopping the run right there. Shout out to you, Stelios.
Dollar Bill's face. Money, money, money. Dollar Bill's face.
There you go. That's money right there. That's money. Big money. I like it. Used to have, you know what? And I'm stopping it run, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That coach, I bet the coach on the sideline said, this is how you do it. I bet you my bottom dollar this is what coach is saying.
It's Sparta!
Yeah. This is what coach wants you to do. Beat your man. Beat the guy. Beat the opposition that's in front of you. Yeah. Appreciate you. Yeah. So that is what I believe required them to do the holding play there. We rewind a little bit. Appreciate the J form. He said, I don't know what this other guy is talking about. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, get around the edge. That's your edge, guys. What do the interior defensive linemen do for the other guys? For the Parsons, for the Jabril Cox, for the Neal, for LVE. When you have a stout defensive front, even if they coming in as a rotational scenario. And I'm not saying give this guy a gold jacket. I'm talking about Big Bo. But no, he's a contributor. He was a contributor.
When Oxnard Law, I would like your assessment about the special team.
Most certainly. I'll give you my assessment on Reggie Davis and whoever else is going to be doing that kickoff and punt return and who will be the gunner. I think that even the other Reggie Robinson, that will be his battle cry there. If you're a wide receiver, that's how you're going to make the team. And if you're an extra defensive back, that's how you're going to make the team. Special teams. But look how Big Bo, and we just rewind all the way up through here where he destroyed his gap, shooting upfield. Yeah. David says Big Bo is going to cause the...
Live like 95, go Cowboys.
Yes, Stelios! Appreciate you, man. All right, so, and this is what Bo was able to bring to the table for those who missed my film assessment. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in now. So this is what Bo would bring now. He's not a finished tool, and I like to tell people this all the time. When you're drafted, you're not finished. You still got to learn. There are still things that you got to develop. You got to work on. You're not coming out of the bag ready to go already. But I look at him as a rotational guy that can come in after Brent Urban and Rick did some damage and whoever else that's going to be in front of him, believe it or not. I had some people to say, hey, what about Tristan Hill? Well, Tristan Hill, he's fighting for his life during his training camp because all of his sponsors are gone. They're gone. Nobody that was here when he was drafted on the defensive side is there. I don't think Big Cat Leon Lett, is he still on his team? J Form, let me know if Big Leon Lett, if he's still coaching these guys up on that defensive front. I don't think they invited him back. So everybody's new on that from the coaching perspective outside of the DB class. So he's going to have to fight. He's going to have to earn his weight around here. And that's good and bad for some people. But I look at this situation with Osa. We look at this situation and scenario with let me get this. Boom. Let me get this up. We look at the situation with Golston. These guys got to fight. And they get a leg up because they were drafted. Now, Navell Gallimore, I heard he didn't got bigger. You know, on his storylines on Instagram and other sites out there. Just look it up. Shout out to my Cowboys family. They got a clip on their page. His brother's getting bigger, stronger, and he's ready for training camp. Now, they might be bigger now. They're going to squeeze and get smaller when training camp hit because they're going to be out there in that Oxnard heat. And although it's 74 degrees, that sun still will melt you a little bit. So these guys got to be ready, Cowboy Nation. They do. I really think that the defensive front will be better than what we were last season. I think that they got a more of a formalized plan of action. There's another kid, a Polynesian guy. I think he played for Oregon. I'm going to do a film assessment on him. I'm going to find some more of his film. I saw some spurts of his films from all 22, by the way, that was very, 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 very welcoming to the eye. So I'm going to try to pull up some of his film and do a full assessment on him as well. So we will find out. J Form says he wasn't renewed. This is from J Form, and that's from Leon Lett. You talking about Leon Lett, Big Cat. When we say Big Cat, we talking about Leon Lett. And if I can speak freely, I don't think that he was teaching these guys technique anyway. Let me know if I'm wrong, J Form. Let's just be real, man. He was a rah-rah guy, repetition guy. And I'm not trying to sully or denigrate Big Cat Leon Lett because I like what he was able to do when he played for us. But let me know if I'm wrong before I roll, Jay. Let me know. I don't think he was really, and that's some of the things that we have to be cautious of when former players get out here to coach. David says because he let BB knock the ball out. Oh, my goodness. Man, boy, you got a good recall. Yeah, we hated Leon Lett during that time frame. Boy, we're like, what are you doing, dude? But, hey, we some winners, though, Big Cat Leon Lett, I like us with the four-man front. This is from David. Yeah, we might show some evens and odd fronts. And the only way that we can play those odd fronts if you got a big boy like Big Bo. Frank Clark got arrested for possessions of Uzis. Wow. And a Draco in the car. And shout out to Miss Jackie. She told me that the linebacker that I really, really wanted from the Arizona Cardinals, I know Studios know because it's probably major news out there where he's at. He was arrested for reckless driving and DUIs and stuff. Is it Collins? What's his first name? Start with this Z. I said, dang, the Cowboys should have gotten him, Y'all let me know. Clark wasn't playing. Frank Clark, he was the guy too, had domestic violence and stuff, and they looked over and said, nah, he don't play for the Dallas Cowboys. We're gonna let that slide. So I'm waiting to see how all of that stuff goes with that. Let's see. Zayvon Collins. Let me see if I can, because he sent me something on it. Let me see what I can find. See, this would been, let me see, TMZ. I think they probably got it over here. See, if he played for the Cowboys, it's been all over the news, man. If he played for, see how hard it was for me to pull that up? And I'm not trying to sully or denigrate the kid. Cards, first round draft pick, arrested. This is mugshot. Can somebody let me know if any? And I'm not trying. I hope all is well. I'm not because we got the long off season and we praying. We using all of our prayer warriors. We putting our hands together for our team. But y'all let me know if any of the 4-letter networks talked about this kid this morning. And what time did this happen? This happened. It was at 1:00 p.m. Zayvon Collins was allegedly doing 76 in the 35. How dare you? In Scottsdale, Arizona, right? Or PD, wherever that's at, right? Which also released Zayvon Collins' mugshot. This is his mugshot. I wanted him on the Cowboys. I said, that boy right there, he's a freak of nature, man. And Arizona, the 22-year-old was taken by the Cards with the 16th overall draft pick, was stopped by officers. Okay. Let's see. Collins is such a superstar in Tulsa. He had 4 sacks, 4 interceptions in his junior year. 14. God dog, man. $14.7 million, man. Oh, my goodness, man. Look at this, man. Did we hear the da-na-na, da-na-na? Did we hear that? Did we hear that on Zayvon Collins? Let me see, because did you guys... Yes, Modi's. I'm just pointing out the double standards. Yeah, I just being real, man. It's my dog. What's his name? Kwame Brown said the go along, get along game. Sprinkling some of Mama's cooking. Did we hear Brian Bradford? Did we hear any of the 4-letter networks talk about this? And who was the other kid? Y'all said Frank Clark. Let me copy and paste his name. Y'all post Frank Clark name in the chat box so I can copy and paste it right quick. Sprinkle some of Mama's cooking, Put Frank Clark because I can't spell right now. Yeah. Put yeah, but see, I'm waiting for da-na-na, breaking news. The NFL player, the worst guy ever created by God, is going 76 in the 35-mile-per-hour speed zone, right? Okay. All right, let me see. Which dude y'all want me to block? Who y'all want me to block, man? Somebody need to lean forward a little bit. Who need to lean forward a little bit? Who I need to block? That's what y'all gonna get if y'all keep messing around with my people over here. TMZ. Let me see. It's sad I gotta go to TMZ to get the good stuff. God dog, what? Somebody need to arrest his barber. God dog. What is that? KC Chiefs, Frank Clark arrested. Cops say the NFL star had an Uzi and a Lambo. Oh, my goodness, man. But, hey, you got a right to bear arms now. Did he had any illegal substance with that? NFL star claims that the weapon belongs to a member of his security team, and we're told, okay, he might get off, though. The NFL star pass rusher Frank Clark, one of the best defensive players in the league, was arrested Sunday. Oh, what today is? Today is Monday, right? Are we just not hearing this? Shoo. Let that be Randy Gregory with one of those things. According to the records, 6'3", 255 pounds, was arrested at 9:20 and was booked into jail at 9:28. Dang. AM. Okay, I'm about to say how fast that booking was. So he had to spend a night in the hole. I'm right here telling everybody, man, I play for the Chiefs, man. Y'all better get off of me. Yeah, I play for the Chiefs. Give me my phone call. And that's what they'll do. They'll pull you in that night, and they didn't give him their phone call till probably 10 o'clock that day, the next day. Got to see the judge, man, before you give you that phone call. Hey, man, I'm supposed to get the phone call first, man. Shut up, man. Get in there. All right, so he got enough money. He going to get off, y'all. He going to get in trouble. As long as he can have the gun, and they didn't talk about nothing about illegal registering, so let's see, and it wasn't loaded. I don't know, so he might get off, man. He might get off, but that barber don't need to get off. Boy, what? What is that? Roman noodles? Get that off of your head. You're a multi-millionaire. Not playing. That might be the new look for him. All right, y'all, I'm finna get on out of here, man, before I say something I don't supposed to say. And people say, look, Lawsy, that's why the Cowboys haven't won nothing since 1995. You know how that people go, right? Police gonna run those serial numbers, yep. Who's the other kid? What's the update on him from the Saints?
The police gonna run them serial numbers.
You ain't lying. Oh, boys. He was ready. Shout out to you, Stelios. What's the storyline with Marshawn Lattimore, man? What's up with him? Is that the guy with the Saints? Any updates on him? He said, Kwame Brown said he ran the water for 3 hours in the holding tank. Oh, yeah, man. They probably tell you turn that water off, though, man. Shoot. They probably tell you turn that water off if you're in that holding tank, boy. And then the water, how they got it in the jailhouse, they got the commode with the water faucet right over the commode. Yeah. He looking crazy? Let me see. Somebody type in Marshawn Lattimore's name in the chat so I can look him up right quick. I don't know how to spell his name. Y'all type his name in the chat before I go. And check on Marshawn Lattimore, the guy that they call pass interference on Amari Cooper when Amari Cooper clearly won at the top of the route. You can get physical, and they was hating on him. 1 hour and 40 minutes. I know, man. Got to give the kids a bath, man. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get out of here in a few. Shout out to you, Asmodeus, the designated timekeeper. Chris Richard is now with the Saints defensive back. He's is he actually the coordinator? Y'all put in Marshawn Lattimore's name in the chat for me, man, so I can check in on him. Been there, done that. Yeah. All right, y'all don't want to know about Marshawn Lattimore, but I hope all is well with him. All right, Cowboy Nation, that's all the time that I have for this beautiful moment. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in and being part of the nation. We're going to get on out of here. I just want everybody to understand that life will throw you all type of curveballs and give you lemonade, but you got to figure out what to do with it. We all been down that road before. I hope all is well with these young guys. None of these guys are in their 30s. These guys are still young in their 20s, and they got a long way to go. But a lot of things can change since then. Yeah, it can. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Uh-oh, somebody did it. Is this the right way? This the right spelling. Yeah, appreciate you. Let me double check. TMZ. No update. No update. Yeah. No update. Y'all check out that story on TMZ. All right. I got a long way before I get to 50. Shout out to you, Ken Jr. Appreciate you for tuning in and being part of this thing. All right, so Cowboy Nation, if you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting or lied about, don't deal in lies or hate it and yet give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your whole life for, broken and stooped and built back up again with worn out tools. Cowboy Nation, if you can understand all what I just said out of those things, and if you can also understand that if you can walk with kings and presidents and never lose the calming touch, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, my cowboy friends, you have unlocked the true meaning of what it takes to be a man, or a lady if you're out there watching as well. You have unlocked the true meaning of what it takes to be a leader. Cowboy Nation, keep your head high, stay focused on the grind, and everything else will be the same. Let's continue to find a way to develop this thing. Let's continue to find a way to be positive. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Turn me up. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Where we at? Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Yeah, we out. We out, baby. Watch how that beat come in.
Nowadays, nothing really excites me. They wanted me and nobody like me. Phone ringing and I tell them it's ice. I got wifey on blingin', she freeze. Photo, please, no photos. Jeez, no, please, no photos. Hit the door and the doorman just whole team here might need some. Still still young, but I move like a new deal to my lawyer. If you're down in my management, I'm just warming up, wait till I. Old producers saw the numbers one. Different colors in my baggy light. Chalk it up.
Shout out to you, Sheila Neal. Shout out to you, KD, Uncle Charles. Appreciate everybody that tuned in. Really do. Poetic justice.
Mama telling me count up your blessings and run it up. Nowadays, nothing really is ice. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on blinging she. Free photo, please, no photos. G's, no.
Tell him, Damon.
No photos. I keep giving game away. I put game on layaway. I got paid to play today. I get paid to stay away. I get paid on rainy days. I might make it rain today. I got paid off pay today. I take the pain away. In my own lane, finger roll. I would never sell my only soul. Heard your whole team was for sale. Heard it's on the market for the low. Who the realest, we might never know. All this acting you can play a
I see you, baby.
When they sign you up, try you out and then they line you up. Ooh, now you're looking hungry, lips are touching, need some food. Now you're all on love, acting surprised, but you was fooled. Boy, get out the way, it's been a day, now you're old news. Now you got the pen and pad, you're trying to take my moves. Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one of me,
Week
and
one,
nobody's
baby.
phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on blinging she. Freeze, photo, please, no photos. G's, no, please, no
Till
photos.
next time, yeah, baby.
Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on blinging she. Freeze, photo, please, no photos. G's, no, please, no photos. I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm gonna get to know him, but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro.
Frederick Maryland in the house, baby. Yeah.
I'm just doing me, everything is on me.
Just doing me, baby. Just doing me. Yeah. Just doing me. Let's go.
I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you
shout out to you, Ken Jr. Manny, 728 Stelio, Jay Lombardi.
Told you I'ma do me, why you hating on me?
Come on, let's go, Brian Bradford.
Do roll like a Mack truck, cut your heart, I might cop a farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold-hearted, now I'm backed up. Keep it real, I do this once a month, I don't rap much. I just take the money and
West
get
Coast.
back up.
Let's go.
Car to get tatted up. All that other bull, it don't matter much. You only climb me, I put the ladders up. No fault, I done doubled up on the workload. I think I fell in love with the bankroll. Pray up, get money, then we lay low. Add it up,
baby.
euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. No matter what, add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what, add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Don't back it up. Told you I'ma do me, why you hating on me? It's not adding up.
Alvin Jones.
Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Matter what. Told you I'ma do me, why you hating on me? It's not adding up.
To all the haters, lean forward, just right there, right there. Let's go. We out, Cowboy Nation. That's been our time. I really thank you all for yours. Let's go. We out. Peace.